everyone, it's Michael here, and we're going to do another episode on airline membership programs. The last episode video was on Delta Sky Miles, which I'll leave a link right there if you guys want to check it out. But on to the next program, and we're talking about United Airlines and Mileage Plus. Question is, does this program seem to be harder to get status? Will the miles be harder to earn? Well, let's think about that, and we'll definitely dive into that in just a second. Just a little spoiler. It is very similar to the Delta Sky Miles video that I just discussed last week. So without further ado, let's dive into this right now. So for this discussion, I want to make this aware, and I didn't mention my Delta Sky Miles video, but you can earn mileage and miles and points for these membership programs through various facets such as cruise lines or hotels or events, shopping portals. But for this video, we're going to stick to the general way of earning miles, which is through flights and the co-branded credit cards. So the general way of earning points and miles through United Mileage Plus is through the fare type and the distance. And we are broken into 5 categories for the membership program. So what's the lowest tier? Well, it's general. Then you start getting to the Premier status, which is very important to understand. You've got Silver Premier comes up next, then Gold Premier, then Platinum Premier, and then Premier 1K. The general earning rate for a general member is about 5x points per flight. And once you get to the Premier status, you start earning, I guess, bonus miles, we'll call it. And so, for example, for Silver Premier, you earn about 2x extra. Or if you're Gold, you earn 3x. So to total it off, Silver would earn 7x miles for a flight, and then Gold would earn 8x. So as you can see, there are some exclusions on not earning miles through the program. As you can see, would be examples of award flights. Well, not surprised there. And if you book, I guess, a flight through a third-party site, which makes a lot of sense too, since generally you want to book directly through the airlines and their websites. All right, so let's get into discussion on the membership tiers and how to reach that. So for general, like I said, there's no requirement. You're kind of just in there once you sign up for the free program with United Airlines Mileage Plus. But if you want to start getting to that Premier status, Silver is the lowest ranking here. And you basically need the following: 12 PQF and 4,000 PQP, or a high 5,000 PQP. So I just want you to know I will discuss the acronyms in a minute, but let me get through the tiers. So let's move on to Gold Premier status. The following is required: 24 PQF and 8,000 PQP, or 10,000 high PQP. So let's move on to Premier Platinum status, and the requirements for this is 36 PQF and 12,000 PQP, or 15,000 high PQP. So the top of the mountain is Premier 1K, and you need 54 PQF and 18,000 PQP, or 24,000 high PQP. All right, let's break down PQF, and that stands for Premier Qualifying Flights. Very simple. It basically means the amount of flights you fly with United Airlines and its partners. Just a little caveat: once you hit, for example, one of the PQFs, like let's say 54 for Premier 1K, the minimum, you need at least 4 flights that has to be flown through United directly. Otherwise, that's it, and it's very simple. So PQP stands for Premier Qualifying Points, and it's very simple. It's the base fare you pay and any surcharges or extras you pay, such as in-flight entertainment, drinks, snacks, food, and of course seat upgrades, flight upgrades. It's very simple, to be honest, in my opinion, for PQP. And then the other PQP I mentioned, which is called a high PQP, which basically means that you need the higher amount of points, which is the same base fare kind of amount you're paying for, and you also need the 4 flights of United Airlines. It has to be United Airlines specifically and directly. That's why there's like a little bit more, like a 5,000 PQP high PQP versus a lower 4,000 PQP, because you still need those 4 flights, and then you've achieved status with United Airlines. To sum up, here's an example, as I like to do to explain all the acronyms and stuff. I flew a flight from Atlanta to San Francisco, and you can see here that I got 1 PQF, it's 1 flight. I got about 209 PQP because that's how much I paid. And the mileage plus I earned was 1,045 because that's basically 200 times 5, and that gets you your mileage I earned for that flight. So I wanted to give you a good breakdown of how I put things together and hope that makes sense for everyone. So one awesome thing with PQP when it comes to United versus like Delta is that you're going to actually earn it not only through flights and stuff like that, but you also can earn it through award flights, and that's incredible because that means you actually don't have to pay money to fly United Airlines. And the rate for PQP is about 1 PQP per 100 miles redeemed. So it's a great way to earn PQP status with United and not actually paying money. Another thing to consider is that you also earn 1 PQF per United flight segment, which actually is a new detail they implemented starting this year in 2023. So that's a really awesome thing for United Airlines loyalists here. So as I mentioned, you can earn PQB through also United Airlines and through their alliance partners. And the rate, depending on which flight it is, let's talk about it right now. So, for example, if you're flying with a preferred partner, your PQP award miles is that divided by 5. And then you also have mileage plus partners, which are award miles divided by 6. So for example, if we're talking about a real life one, if you would earn 72 PQP if you flew for a preferred partner when you've awarded 360 miles for that flight. But if you've flown with the mileage plus partner, you earn 60 PQP. So it's pretty cool. And to show you here, here's the graphic of some of the mileage plus partners versus preferred plus to kind of understand where the rates are coming from. So we're going to do things differently here with the membership perks and find out if it's worth getting Premier status with United Airlines. So here's kind of a quick rundown of how the benefits are from top to bottom. As you can see here, if you're like a silver status, you get 6x miles to 11x when you're a Premier 1K. And also when you look at the check bags, it gets better as you move up that ladder. You see one check bag, pretty good, and then goes to 3. As you can see, it stays the same with Premier 1K and Premier Platinum. Alright, so one perk here, as you can see, is priority boarding. Let's be honest, who doesn't want to get on the plane first, right? I mean, you've got Group 2 starting at Premier Silver, which isn't too bad, and you've got all the way up to pre-boarding for Premier 1K, and you can see the different types of boarding groups United Airlines offers here. Also, the possibility of opening to Economy Plus is really awesome too, because you can see it goes to 1 extra companion for Premier Silver and Gold, but up to 8 people for Premier 1K. And that's very important as I pull up a chart here of the 3 types of different economy fares for United. And Economy Plus is very notable because you get that extra legroom for that fare. And then also preferred seating up to 8 people, which is a perk across all the statuses, same number across the board. And let's be honest, who doesn't want to pick their seat on the plane? Clear membership is a perk here, but that's only waived if you're a Premier 1K. The award flight thing is kind of weird with the no fee thing because it says if you make any changes or cancellations, you don't get a fee charge. But if you read the fine description, it literally says that you have to put a redeposit fee of $125. So kind of weird because I remember recently I canceled an award for Virgin Atlantic and I wasn't charged any fee for that. So it's not a very good perk here. So kind of misleading in my opinion. You get complimentary Marriott Gold status for Premier Gold and up, but not really great. If you look at the membership here, the only thing you really get that's notable is late checkout. So yeah, and also when you look at Avis President status, you get that highest tier for Premier Platinum and Premier 1K, which is also good. I mean, you get the upgrade up to 2 levels if you rent a mid-size car. So great perks overall and very, very comparable to Delta Sky miles for United Mileage Plus. So let's move on to the co-branded credit cards, and we offer this question. Does it help with your status? Do you earn extra mileage? Well, let's get into the first card right now. And we're talking about the United Gateway card. Great starter card, $0 annual fee, great sub of 20,000 points for 1K spend, and general multipliers of 2x on United purchases and transit and gas stations. Nice travel protection purchase you can see here, and no foreign transaction fees. The thing with this United card is that you don't get the boost in your PQP or PQF, so it's definitely a card maybe you just want to try out. or if you like flying United, to be honest. The next card is the United Explorer card, and I've done this in a previous video if you all recall, and it's a great card to have because that annual fee is waived in the first year as you get it. And let's talk about the card and see if this boosts your status. So, it's got the same multipliers but on different categories of 2x, such as dining and hotel. And perks include that are also pretty good. It's two United Club passes per year, which is about a $100 value. You also get free checked-in bags for a round-trip flight for yourself and a travel companion. And what about that $100 global entry credit and TSA pre-check? Sure, why not? And yes, this does give you status for PQP, as you can earn up to 1,000 PQP if you spend a great amount of $12,000 for 500 PQP earned for a calendar year. So, not bad. Great card to trial for 1 year and decide if you want to keep it. The United Quest card is this purple card for United, and it's actually got the same sub as the Gateway card, which is 60,000 points for 5K spend, but you earn an extra 500 PQP because you meet the spending requirement. Otherwise, let's check out the perks here and see. We've got multipliers increased 3x on United purchases and 2x on all travel purchases, which means you get it on cruise lines, train stations, stuff like that. And also 2x on streaming services, which is pretty cool too. As for additional perks, you've got the $125 statement credit applied to you. And so you've got the check bag perk now elevated now. It's basically you get 2 bags checked instead of 1 for yourself and a companion. That's pretty nice. You've got a 5,000 anniversary miles applied twice per year. And basically that applies when you make an award flight for United Airlines. So not bad as well. And then you've got that status boost, which basically just means you earn more PQP potentially. And instead of that lowly, was it 2,000 or 1,000 from the previous card, you can earn 6,000 PQP per calendar year with the same spending requirements of spending $12,000 for, well, 500 PQP. So, well, not great, but you can still earn status with United Airlines cards. And the mother of them all, the United Infinite card. And this has an elevated sub of 80,000 points and 5,000 spend. No extra PQP here, as I think they're trying to throw in more perks. And let's check it out here. So we've got elevated 4x multiplier on United purchases. You get that very coveted United Club membership, which is like a $500 value. And then, as we talk more, you've got status and other programs such as IHG Platinum, which kind of comes to late checkout, early check-in, welcome gift. You get a $75 IHG credit, and then one last thing you also get, you get the, sorry about that. And one last perk you get here is the Avis Presence Club, which we know is you get that 2x upgrade on a mid-size car rental. So pretty cool and very powerful, as the annual fee is about $525, but it can be waived really for all the perks you get with this Infinite card. And lastly, I forgot to mention, there's an elevated PQP potential with the Infinite card where you can earn a potential 8,000 PQP in a calendar year. Same spending requirement, meaning you get 500 PQP per $12,000 spend. So nice card, nice perk. So all in all, I thank everyone for joining and getting to the end of this video, as there's a lot of information for United Airlines and their Mileage Plus membership program. Does it seem easier than my previous video with Delta? Please let me know in the comments below. And also please like, subscribe this video to anyone who is interested in the points and miles game, as I appreciate everyone listening in. And I say in all my videos, life is short, travel more, and have a good day.